Yo, we are back. Welcome to the ProTA World Championship 2024. Now, as you can see on the screen, here is our bracket. Good old 16 players. This will be a double elimination. Unfortunately, there were some bracket changes, and due to the tournament website not hiding any spoilers, I was not able to get a correct graphic. So in match number 7, it's myself, Meal Solutions, against Krogarth. Well, Krogarth has been subbed out, and Tiptushi has taken his spot. So it will be myself versus Tiptushi. Otherwise, let's go through the players real quick. We have Smokester, Snake Eater, Metin, Sabretooth, Postal, Vapor, Redox, Breezy, Mentor, Rock, Agave or Brown Ranger, and Coolnick, and Jorn, and Monka or Lon. Speaking of which, the tournament host is none other than Tar Monka. So thank you for putting this together. It is amazing. I look forward to having a reason to play other than just for fun. And this is also a great way to just try out new maps, new tactics, all that kind of stuff. It gets people engaged, which is awesome for such a small community, and it's a lot of fun. So anyway, let's go over to the map list. Here we are. Here are the 9 different maps. Tar Absinthe Frappe, Pro Comet Catcher, RDX Eden, Pro Gods of War, Pro Gasplant Plain, Pro John's Pond, RDX Positive Elitism, Sim Get Your Riot Gear, and Tar Storm Super Dry. All right, so the map list is pretty well balanced. You have, traditional land maps of Comet Catcher, GPP. I would call this almost like a hybrid metal land map in RDX Eden, because if you haven't played it before, there are just a ton of metal deposits, and you'll see once we get into the actual gameplay. But anyway, then you have a nice hybrid map as in John's Pond. Map that I'm looking forward to seeing games on is Tar Storm Super Dry. Now, this is a map made by Breezy, and recently he's been trying to incorporate seaplanes into the gameplay on his maps, and this is a great map to see that happen on. It'll be a lot of fun. And RDX Positive Elitism is a traditional reclaim map. It obviously is a play on toxic elitism, but it's fun. It's a reclaim map. You'll see some crazy stuff happen. I imagine the games there will be just insane unit counts and all that good stuff. Sim Get Your Riot Gear, that's my map. It is a metal water map, I guess you could classify it as. When I was initially trying to make it, I had hovers in mind, so you can see on the minimap there's a ton of different land platforms that I was hoping would clog up the waterway enough to make ships not so viable. But as it gets played more and more, it seems that sea is very, very powerful. Yeah, that those are the maps. They should bring out some great gameplay. But without further ado, let's get forward into today's video, which is myself versus Tiptushi. And using this map list, we each banned 3 maps, so that left 3 left over. And here they are. So you can see the bans here: Frappe, Gods of War, John's Pond, Positive Elitism, Get Your Riot Gear, and Storm Super Dry. My thoughts going into this is that the more traditional maps, especially hybrid or really mainly hybrid maps that I am very bad at, that Tiptushi would probably have a lot of game time on, I want to ban. So right away, my very first bans were Gods of War and John's Pond. He countered with banning Sim Get Your Riot Gear. You know, it is my map. It's new to him. I don't actually think he's played it. Not sure. So after all that, we were left over with Eden, GPP, and Comet Catcher. Eden, I'm still really trying to figure out. It's a little tricky for me because you can't play it exactly like a metal map, but you know, it almost is. So we'll talk about it more going into when we're actually into the game. GPP, if you have watched my best of 10 stuff with Smokester, you'll know that that's a map I've played a good bit and that I feel decent on. That being said, Tiptushi is a very high quality player, and I am not expecting to win at all in this series, but hopefully I can put up a fight and maybe eke out a W. And then in this best of 3, map 3 is chosen as Comet Catcher. I've only played this a handful of times, and I think I've lost every time. So I'm not confident at that map at all. I have no idea how to play it correctly, and I don't know. It's just been a lot of trouble. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into game 1 on RDX Eden. All right, here we are. Good old RDX Eden. Like I said, there are metal deposits everywhere. So Tiptushi is on the right. I am on the left. And I don't really have a plan for this map at all. Because like I said, I still need to really get used to it. But I was thinking what I'll try, just to see if it works at all, is to go K-bot into vehicles and then try to overwhelm him with T1 stuff. I've played, I don't know how many games I've played on it, not many, but one of the losses I have is from, I think it was Snake Eater, maybe that did that against me, and I had gotten to T2 relatively quickly, and just the sheer numbers of units that he threw at me was pretty incredible, and I just didn't have enough to stop it. Like, I remember the KD, my KD of that game was just absolutely absurd, but he just had so many units that it didn't matter. So, I had tons of MTs and HLTs and stuff, but he just had so much that he just busted right through. So I want to try that. Again, no idea if it'll actually work, but here we are. I walked 3 mexes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins. He looks like he did 3 as well. Maybe the 4th. I don't I didn't see if he walked over there after or whatever. Yeah, nothing crazy so far. He has a Peewee coming to try to do something dirty. Yeah, so RDX maps are redox maps, and he's put out some great stuff, this being one of them. So good job, redox. You can see there are some Uloks in the middle. I don't think I've ever actually seen anybody reclaim them, which is pretty funny. Yeah, so my plan, like I mentioned, is to get out vehicles, and then a bunch of cons. I've got a couple AKs just for really scouting. I'm hoping that I can maybe get one back here to take out some wins or something. And I see, yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, I saw this guy coming through, so I know he's there. And you see I built a couple AKs, and I'm gonna go try to cut him off. Let's see if He gets a reaction. Yeah, so he definitely sees him coming. My MT started shooting him. Oh, another thing that I've learned on this map, or really any map in general, when expanding, I used to like immediately like click the very first metal deposits I would like be able to get to. Yeah, so I was microing him back so he wouldn't die, but then that let him get through. So like this guy right here, I would have just immediately go straight out, and like maybe I had someone over here immediately go straight out. Well, you spread yourself too thin and can't really cover or properly protect. So what I did here, and what it's pretty good practice to do, is like just start in one section so that everything is kind of confined in that one area. That way you don't have to try to... How's that? Must be a glitch of the replayer. So you don't have to like, you know, you have a con out here, a con out here, and you don't have to defend all that space. You have everything pretty much confined into here. Good reaction by Tiptushi, seeing me come in here and immediately reacting. And I'm trying to split off some stuff, and he did not bite. I lost track of this guy, unfortunately. Oh, but he, yeah, it was the one from earlier that was almost dead, so no big deal. As you can see, I've started my vehicle plant, and yeah, it's pretty boring at the moment. Check out the totals. He is ahead by a tiny bit. He's ahead on units as well. Wonder why. Oh, that's funny. I wonder if he reclaimed that so he could come out here. Yeah, he's starting his advanced and his geo. You can see I am struggling on energy bad. I remember when I started making like this one. Oh yeah, this is unfortunate. When I started making this plant, I was like, I need to start some energy production. So I made this guy. That's really unfortunate. I'm trying to counter, and I get a few things here. A couple mexes, a wind. Yeah, that's it. I think he got maybe like 4 mexes. But anyway, I knew I needed more energy, so I started a line of winds. I probably should have, because you can see here, like I had to start another one. I probably should have like done like 3, like right away. Because I don't think my energy is updating quite like real time. But during this time, what would happen is it would crash down and then pop up, crash down and then pop up. So really I should have gotten on a geo quicker, or had more. Yeah, see, I'm pulling in more cons now for energy production. I should have had all 3 of these going like way sooner. But, you know, live and learn. So I think I end up accessing some metal during that time. As you noticed earlier, or maybe you noticed, I had my metal bar was pretty high, like it is now. So I like just threw down 3 more labs just so I can try to start using that metal. But it hurt when I didn't have the energy to do anything with it. So yeah, he's already got up advanced, you know, getting Farks out. I'm just now getting to the point where I can start putting out my T1 units. Ideally, I should probably have enough to go in right now. And honestly, I might. If I push in right now, I may be able to get, you know, to like a back line, or, you know, at least be able to scout what he's doing. But yeah, now I move in, he sees me coming. Let's see what we can do. Looks like there's no worry of a counterattack, so that's good. Oh, and I back up. What happened was I saw all the missiles from the MTs in the Jethros. I was like, that terrifies me, I'm backing out. Yeah, I should have just gone in. Like, you know, hindsight 2020, all that good stuff, but I should have pushed. That's another thing I'm really bad at, is, I guess I get too scared. But I don't know, because then I've also done... it's really hard to balance, because I've definitely attacked a lot when I shouldn't have, and just given my opponent a ton of metal. So I don't know, it's just something I have to get better at judging. I do have my advance out now. What I think I did see him have like a pyro. So I was like, I need to, or a warrior. So I was like, I need to get pyros out immediately. So I start immediately into that. And what I'm thinking is that I can get them going down this way, so that if he goes to defend this when I roll in, I can come out this way with some pyros and gators. And then here what you see me doing is moving my raiders to the front line to tank some damage and hopefully be able to pick off the MTs. And I'll move in with everything else after. But I believe by now he's got enough warriors to be able to successfully defend this attack with no issue. Yep, so I'm getting him engaged over here, and then I'm pushing in this way. You can kind of see he had a similar idea where he wanted to push while I had units up here. Let's look at his radar. Does he have an advanced up? Yeah, he does. Do I? No. One thing that you'll see when I got my advanced up, I immediately went into pyro production. You know what? Let me turn this volume down real quick. It is loud. Yeah, that's better. So I immediately went into pyro production and kind of let up on my metal, and he took a nice little lead because he kept expanding and stuff. But this attack, it's not going too bad. Like, I cleared out a geo, this line of stuff. I'm getting units in back here. It's not too bad. He does have a ton of MTs. This really surprised me when I saw it. Getting these units back here is going to be good. Because, like, if I can get them walking this way, I can take out a bunch of wins. And he'll have a hard time catching up. Well, he does have a way to get through here. But that's very nice. Yeah, overall, not bad. Now I'm stalling on... I got my energy right by getting, you know, the geo up. But now I am stalling on metal, so fun stuff. Oh, also, one idea I had was to get like this side defended with MTs and HLTs and stuff, and then kind of just like defend this side with units. I mean, you can tell how that plan worked. I did not follow through on it. Yeah, I was hoping to be able to get my units in up here without him noticing, but the map's so small that the radar just covers everything. Don't get that con, unfortunate. I don't even think I'm looking over here. Like, if, yeah, I'm looking back. That's another thing I do, is that when I send my units in, half the time I like send them in and don't even watch. Like, you know, I guarantee you what I did was I selected from the mega map, told them to go up here, come down, and then just came back and, you know, worked on my macro stuff. But at this point, I'm pretty sure that he's ahead of me on metal because he had advanced out a lot sooner. So I'm, you know, rushing to get out some mohos. I get out another advanced lab. But looking at things, you know, I'm actually not in that bad of a spot. If I can defend this while also maintaining my hold up here, it'd be okay. The problem is I have 0 defenses over here. And like, if you look at my unit count, like, it's not bad, but these like raiders and instigators, they're not going to be able to do anything against these warriors. Yeah, this is not good. I should have had some sort of defenses down here, or more units, you know. Yeah, so I tried to counterattack, but between his units being superior and all these wrecks, I'm just not getting anywhere. And he's getting all up in my base. At least I finally got my energy situated, though. Do I know about these guys? I do. Okay. Check out a dot total. Yeah, he's only, you know, 3k metal ahead, but he's just my... Oh no. Oh, that's brutal. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up to this guy. So he's going to go through... Ugh. Yeah, that sucks. But if I had MTs like he did, you know, that wouldn't have been a big deal. Oh. And then of course all I have is a raider trying to chase him down. Does it actually kill him? No. It missed. Wow. At least I caught those guys. But, yeah. Ugh. Man. You know, it's hard watching this stuff after the fact because, you know, I know how I felt during while the game was going on, and, you know, seeing how it actually goes. It's, makes me frustrated. Yeah, like I said, you know, defenses holding up here. I'm doing okay. Down here is a different story. He had units down here. He had some posted here. I forgot about these ones, and yeah, this is bad. Him getting in like this again. I'm trying to counter, but between his like defenses and the units he has coming in, it'll be okay. This hurts. Like, I had just gotten my energy situated, and him taking out all these wins, it's not good. Niche gut. And then this guy up here. Oh, and of course, as my energy's getting taken out, I build units that require energy to fire, right? Gotta love it. Yeah, it's... I'll go ahead and tell you, like, it's pretty much done. I honestly did have a chance. When I was playing the game, in the moment, I felt so far behind at all times. But actually watching the replay is what I was mentioning earlier, like seeing it, from this perspective. Like there were a couple minor little things that I could have done differently, and I very well could have won the game. Like, there's the whole cliche, like, well, if you just play right, you win. But there's levels to that, right? So, let's say like all I did was stream, AKs out of this lab and run them into his HLTs. Like if I just did that the whole time, that's a massive, like, what I would need to change to be able to win from that point is massive. Whereas like here, if I had just like secured this area a little bit better, if I had pushed in with my T1 a little bit sooner, that could have helped. Or even if I did all that the same, if I would have gotten my energy production started sooner and had it locked down quicker, I could have been in a much better spot. So you'll always hear people talk about things they could have done better, and a lot of people try to say, like, it doesn't matter, you still lost. Well, it does matter, because like if you can watch the game, learn from it, and actually apply what you learn, things become much better in the future. My block is that, oh yeah, you can see here, I Control-Z'd my cons. My problem is generally that I don't apply what I learn, and that's what's very frustrating for me personally. Yeah, I don't know what the heck I did. Like, obviously I Control-Z, but like I don't know what I was doing to lead to that. But I at some point I realize it, and I'm like, this game's over. Like, I could keep on playing and drag the game out, but I Control-D, yeah, see. He actually pauses it to try to help me, get everything straight, but at this point I was like, no, it's done anyway. I'm gonna Control-Z, or I'm gonna Control-D and get on with it. So yeah, that was game 1 on RDX Eden, goes to Tiptushi. It ended up being pretty decisive in the end, but there were moments where, like, again, if things had gone a little bit differently, that I could have, had a decent result. Metal produced was pretty even up towards the end, when he, just started getting through my base and taking out my infrastructure, my resources that allowed him to get up there. And then the excess metal, it's from bottlenecking on energy, which it's been a pretty big trend in my gameplay recently. Kind of frustrating, but anyway, we'll go to game 2 on good old GPP. See you soon. And we're back. Game 2 on Gasplant Plain. I am in the top left in teal. Dip is in the bottom right in red. And how I play this map is I get up K-bots. I get a couple guys, a couple cons going out this way. And then I'll have a couple cons locking down this side. Generally what I do is I get up my mexes and then try to set up defenses here so that I will focus on expanding outward here. Yeah, we'll see how it works. I'm interested also to see how Tiptushi plays this out. I was a bit worried about, I don't know, fleas or like a really quick AK, or not AK, but Kiwi or something. So I got my radar up a little bit earlier than I normally do. Normally I would build it after my lab. I'm very interested to see how Tiptushi plays. So from, I haven't been around the scene that often, but from what I have seen is that Tiptushi will like study maps and try to perfect his building and his overall strategies. So like he played, a ton of games with Rock on Eye of the Storm, just so that they can like perfect their builds and their strategies and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what he does here. So I'm sure he already had a plan coming into this. 4 cons right out of the gate. I mean, against me that works because I never apply early pressure. And generally if I do, it's I walk straight into the commander. So he does immediately forward radar. I guess that one's gonna go here. This guy may be like radar mechs. We'll see. Shall see. Yep. Yep. He does 4 cons immediately and then all peewees. So the way I do it is I do 2 cons, 2 AKs, and then alternate con AK for the next 2. So in total, 4 cons just with a couple AKs mixed in there. So yeah, he's definitely going to get his mexes up quicker than I am. So what I did was I had con go here, here, and then the middle ones, and then this guy's gonna go here. I think he might build a radar. Let's see. Him getting these mexes so quick without me applying any pressure, that's going to get him a nice little eco advantage. So right now he's 100 ahead, but it's going to go up further, especially when like this is going to be a nice little metal donation. Yeah, he's going to be able to secure these areas even if I did want to attack. Yep. See me. Where am I? Now he does, okay. See how quick does he react? Right away. I was wondering how many missiles it takes to kill a Peewee, and it looked like maybe, or an AK, it looked like 6 would do it. Yeah, he's making sure to lock down this corner before venturing out. So he got those mexes, got these, and immediately just put MTs on the periphery. I don't know. My take was like get these ones quick, start MTs here, and then expand. So he's taking the safer route, it looks like. Oh no, am I gonna lose? I lost that, darn. Dang it. Yeah, I shouldn't have let him get in like that. I wonder, that con, I wonder if it died from wonder if it died from a gas bag exploding, because it didn't look like it was that low on health. Maybe. Maybe. Not having these mexes right now is hurting me. I really need them to be able to stay level in metal production. And then, like, there being no production here. Look, that one peewee just, yeah. All right, so still just 100 behind. Oh wow, got that up pretty early. No, these poor cons. Yeah, seeing stuff like that too is pretty frustrating when like knowing that I had units in the area that could have intercepted that to save the cons. That hurts. And then of course these guys are gonna get back. Ugh. Yeah, I knew I had to start trying to apply some pressure to like make sure he doesn't expand too much, so I sent these guys up. I wanted to do an initial check to see if he was up here, which, you know, he's not. Let's see, he has energy going. No second lab. I think I start, yeah, start ones. Oh, and I just leave him there, let him get, dang it. Yeah, I'm too overzealous. I'm trying to spread out too much. Let's do units. Okay, he's up to 400 ahead now. Really need to get these Rex and these mexes back up. Looks like I have cons on the way though. What's my radar like? Just have my original. I need one here and then on the outside. Yeah, so I got this one coming up. Uh-oh, this isn't good. No! No! My freshly minted cons. Come on, please don't die. Please don't die. Well, they didn't die, but these peewees might get through. Oh, and I didn't replace that one. Whoops. Yeah, he knew about those, right? Yep. Look at all those radars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I have 2. Yeah. Yeah. He positioned his units early. Backing off. Yep. Good, good, good. Oh, he has a vehicle plane up. Where is that? Okay, it's right there. No, I could have taken that out. Darn it. See, that's another thing, like the whole hindsight. Like, I could have killed 2 cons and his radar, his MTs. I just got scared and backed off. This is scary. Really don't want to lose these. So, like, what's happening here is I'm pulling the guys back to defend over here, but that was potentially leaving this area open. I knew he had a bunch of units up here, so I tried to probe around there, and all I did was anger him. He's coming back with a vengeance. So then I was like, all right, let me try down here now. So he just immediately comes back. Don't like seeing that. Idle con. This needs to get reclaimed. Man, if I would have taken that out earlier. Ugh. 1.2k up on me. You'll also see where the vehicles will start to just overpower the K-bots too. I feel like if he just like attacked from both sides right now, he could just completely wipe me out. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like he'd get through. Do I not have a radar up? Oh, I do. Yeah, leaving him out there alone is pretty bold of me. Especially when I see him on radar right there. Yeah, this is just, like, I know I'm probably going to lose these guys. I just want to probe and see, like, where he is, what he's doing. You can see the metal income difference. He's well up on me. I don't have many MTs at all. Like over here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 AKs defending that whole side. I felt like I didn't know how many units he had over here, but I felt pretty confident that I could at least clear out some MTs or something. So I pushed in a little bit, and not wanting to fully commit. Yeah, so that con was idle. I only had 7 AKs over here to defend. Like, this side just wasn't great altogether. I was so focused on working over here, and now he's starting to try to, like, pull me in every direction. Ah, oh, let them get through. Dang it. I'm not doing too bad defending. Like, I'm letting units slip through here and there. Oh yeah, I saw a good opportunity to try to apply some pressure for myself. Yeah, so I have them guarding each other. Uh-oh, he might be able to just get right up. Yeah, darn it. This is again niche goot, and like, I'm gonna be able to clean this up, but now I have him reclaiming, but all he has to do is send a couple units up there, and it's game over for that con. These guys I sent in because, you know, I had just taken out all those MTs. Nope, wrong button. There we go. No shake. Alright, so positives. I did not die. There is a lot of metal for me to reclaim. Negatives. I did almost nothing to his income and gave him a lot of metal up here. So he took out You know, I had like a mechs here. Took out my mechs and some MTs and stuff. So he did do economic damage to me, while also, you know, ended up costing me pretty much my entire army, aside from these guys. He even got that, and I haven't rebuilt it. But my thinking is that maybe I can get up an advanced lab with all of this reclaim, and I don't know, try to get pyros through and and get surround his commander. It looks like he was thinking about going advanced, but I think he maybe changed his mind and was like, I can just overrun him. Alright, let's check out the totals. 3k ahead of me. The only reason I'm even that close is from the reclaim. He's gonna start gobbling this up now. Yeah, he's got this reclaim field locked down. I am stuck here. He's got here and up here. See radar coverage. No. All right, yeah, so I immediately get into pyro production because my line of thinking is that I don't have time to be able to try to build up an advanced economy. It's that I need to... Oh, I didn't even realize he got near lab up. But yeah, so I was like, I need to get something done now, and then I can start working on my eco. Ooh, I know that he's moving over. I do, yeah. Yeah, so I'm probing. He now sees that I have advanced up. When he moved in this way, I decided to try to move in here. Bad call. Very bad call. He pulled his units back. Good for him. But he knows now for sure that he doesn't really need to do anything special. He has me locked in, and while I have advanced up, he just has me completely surrounded. And he's getting bombers up. But yeah. I'll say that game one, I was in a better position overall, just from the onset, than I ever was in this game. Like I mentioned, strategically, he is very good at determining what he needs to do and what's important. And it really showed in this game. Yeah, when I was pulling through here, you know, I got a call on these MTs. It's like, all right, you know, finally getting something done. But in reality, like, this didn't matter. Like, it was just like for him, it was like, oh darn, that's unfortunate that I lost that. Not like backbreaking at all. Yeah, I had no idea he got bombers up. Yeah, I'm using my storms to try to pick off the units on the outside. Come on, you guys seem to be working. Meal, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, I want to try to park my units here so I can claim this wreck field. Yeah, you can see I'm already like pulling a con over. Do I ever? Okay, now I do. Try to start getting up mexes. I couldn't remember if I eventually did or not. Yeah, this is advanced up. Got up a Fark and Con, and then immediately warriors. It's crazy how Pyros can't hit, like do any damage at all. Do LLTs behind Dragon's Teeth. Like, I get that the Dragon's Teeth block shots, but I figured, you know, an LLT would be at least take a tiny bit of damage. Oh yeah, this was funny. I wanted to, with my cons, try to get the open mexes or open metal deposits rather than like, you know, reclaim these or whatever. But like, look how far out they are and unprotected they are. Yeah, I think at this point, like, I don't know. It seems like I've kind of checked out and I'm just making very poor decisions where, I don't know, like, I've said it a few times where, in these games that they're like really that they're locked up, and there shouldn't be a reason that I would win, but, the other player could, you know, make a colossal mistake or something, and then I could make a comeback and pull it out. So in my mind, that's what I'm thinking, is that like, this game's done already. Like, you know, let me just, you know, move these guys here, move them there. I don't really care. Whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much what's happening now. And like, there was no reason for me to do this. Like, I killed what? I didn't even kill 3 mexes, not even a con. Lost that whole army. My cons here, my advanced cons, they're almost certainly going down. I'm having to pull all of my reinforcements on this side down to, yeah. Once I know that these are getting killed, I just bow out. Like, you know, there was almost certainly no way I was going to win. But when my mentality changed in the game and I started playing like that, there really wasn't a way for me to come back. Alright, so it ended up being him producing about 12k more metal. A good bit more energy. He had his geos up. I'd never even started one. I honestly kind of forgot about them. Yeah, so Tip gets the 2-0 over me, so he will move on, and I will go down to the losers bracket, which let me go back over to the bracket. All right, so here Tip remembers in for Krogarth will play the winner of Jorn versus Monka, and I will face the loser of that game. So it looks like I may be getting double eliminated right out of the gates, because both Jorn and Monka are very good, and I mean I'm okay. Like, you know, on Eden especially, I had a chance to be able to at least make that game really competitive at a moment. But yeah, the Monka and Joran are pretty unforgiving. Yeah. So anyway, make sure you stay tuned in. I will be covering bunches of matches, and we'll go over all the results together. And yeah, see you around.